Hi, I'm Suzie Havermann. I'm a counselor, and I'm here to give you an update of last night's March 28th County Council meeting. We started the meeting with proclamations to recognize the former magistrate judge, Pat Casados, our county's chief financial officer, Helen Paraglio, and to declare today Vietnam War Veterans Day. A number of items were then approved via consent. Details can be found in the agenda packet. We then received a presentation from the Department of Public Utilities as part of a public hearing for an ordinance pertaining to our natural gas service rates. This has been an unpleasant exercise for the Department of Public Utilities, the Board of Public Utilities, County Council, and staff to navigate. But given the spikes in gas commodity prices this past year, and especially the past several months, we were left with no other options. The county has a legal duty to set compensatory rates, meaning we cannot operate in a deficit. We are currently experiencing an estimated multi-million-dollar shortfall due to the unprecedented increase in natural gas prices the past few months, when prices spiked fivefold over 2021. 80% of our gas is purchased through a fixed volume contract and 20% is bought on the spot market. Our gas rates consist of three components: a flat monthly service charge, a fixed charge per therm consumed, and a cost of gas pass-through, which is a variable rate. The ordinance includes the following: a recovery mechanism, which translates to a new charge of 44 cents per therm, which will remain in place until the shortfall is collected, which is estimated to be about 15 months from now, or it will expire on April 8th, 2025, whichever comes first. The ordinance also includes the variable rate for gas will now have a floor where it cannot be priced lower than 11 cents per therm. And to hopefully mitigate this going forward, the current cap of 99 cents per therm has been raised to $4 per therm. This new rate structure will take effect on April 8th. The county knows this will be tough for many of our residents, and we want to be sure you know that we have a utility assistance program. Please call 662-8333, that's 662-8333, and/or go to the website ladpu.com/UAP brochure for information. The county also has great information and even financial assistance programs for ways to make your home more energy efficient and for ways to conserve on your natural gas usage. It's important to note we are not locked into these rates or this structure. If we end up not achieving revenue requirements or if we're exceeding them, staff will return with a new ordinance to adjust rates accordingly. We then moved on to county business with a presentation from the Community Services Department about the new integrated master plan. This is the new integrated master plan. It's quite lengthy and comprehensive, as you can see. And a key highlight is this is the first time that we've ever had such a comprehensive integrated plan that not only covers parks and recreation, but also our library, other social services, and health and well-being as elements. Over the past year or so, CSD, with their consultant, conducted ample outreach that included multiple focus groups, workshops, presentations, and a community-wide survey with over 1,100 or about 1,100 respondents. They started with a blank slate and ended up with three major goals that fall into the categories of organizational, programs and service delivery, and facilities and amenities, which includes ADA requirements. A key theme they heard was to fix and maintain what we already have while keeping an eye on the future. This new integrated master plan is a guide. It is a flexible document that still allows for input and improvement from boards, committees, and residents as we move ahead over the next 10 years. The CSD staff and council acknowledge there are conflicts with various existing trails and open space plans dating as far back as 2009. They also acknowledge that sustainability has to be an overarching consideration. In fact, trails and open space plans will be addressed separately beginning next week at our April 4th County Council meeting, where a discussion about Pueblo Canyon usage is on the agenda. Our council chair then reported on a past item of concern related to the nuisance code and how citations or violations could impact a lab employee's security clearance. Our chair, vice chair, and the attorney's office met with Lannell Security Management, and they affirmed that receipt of a courtesy letter or a notice of violation are not required to be reported, but a citation should be reported. That said, Lannell added that that alone would not be sufficient grounds to adversely impact someone's clearance status. This was affirmed by the NNSA field office at our March 14th County Council meeting. At a meeting earlier this year, Council voted to create a nuisance code implementation review task force. We received 7 applications to serve on 5 positions, and the Council voted to appoint the following individuals to this task force: Robert Day, Phil Gursky, John Bloodwood, David Hansen, and Kyle Wheeler. And we thank them for their willingness to serve. Appointments were then made to the Lodgers Tax Advisory Board, along with other boards during the consent section of our meeting. The county manager then gave his monthly report, this time focusing on key items to expect during the upcoming budget hearings. The budget document will be published this Friday afternoon. Various councilors then presented highlights from their roles as liaisons to various boards and commissions. Finally, we reviewed what's called the Tickler Report. The Tickler Report gives a heads up to people about what will be on our near future county council agendas. At our April 4th meeting next week, highlights will include a possible New Mexico legislative session update from our state representative, Chris Chandler, discussion about revising the scope of the Pueblo Canyon Conceptual Trail Project to a countywide trails plan, and a county management action plan update, which will serve as a preamble to the budget hearings, which begin April 17th. We then adjourned just before 10 p.m. Thank you for caring about our community and for listening today. Thank you.